Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed still, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button to help this video, also help the overall channel out. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, captains, you already saw the thumbnail, the wicked looking thumbnail. So we're going to leave that till last, but we have some ECs to drop on the latest, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I said still in the intro there because, well, the X feed is still providing us with a lot of news. And I did check over the STO Discord. The thumbnail that we'll be going over was there, but the rest was not. So, like I said, I'm still going to be relying on this more so than the STO Discord. But anyways, we'll start here. So, the PREMILLION Command Battle Cruiser, a model of simplicity, elegant, functional, is coming to Xbox and PlayStation this Tuesday. So at the drop of this video, that is coming tomorrow. So we'll go over the blog here, which, again, captains, we actually already went over in this video. So what I'll do is I will link this video in the description or the end card, one of the two, if you want to hear more of our ECs. But quickly, it is a command ship, and captains, you already know that I do love my command ships, but the actual design of it, I don't really like, to be honest with you. And the console and trade, nothing too special to write home about. But I know one of my fellow captains, shout out to you, Sora, does love this ship. And again, if it was something that I had, I can definitely make it work. It is a command/intel ship, so torpedo builds galore. You could definitely work with that. The only thing you can't do with this is, well, you can still, you just don't have one of the cruiser command arrays, which is of course the attract fire, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I think they should have probably just replaced the weapon system, maybe the weapon or the shield frequency even for the attract fire, but there it is. So again, I've already gone through this in that video. I will link that in the description below, but overall, I can't recommend it because I'm not going to even get this. It's not even on my list, to be honest, and it's just because of the way it looks. I know it's in TNG. Might have some captains who are mad at me about that, but what can I say? I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like. So that is that. We're going to quickly move along here to the next thing. So the Heart of the Matter update arrives on Xbox and PlayStation tomorrow. And our final gift for you can be picked up in the Zen store. So as the drop of this video, this is available for you, and we will definitely grab this. And you have until the 30th to claim your one ultimate tech upgrade. So there you go. Of course, they can't wait for us to jump into game for the update tomorrow. So there is that. This we will go over at the very end, but we're going to do this one first. So this is your last chance to step into the footsteps of some legendary captains. The Timeless Legacy Bundle will only be on sale until tomorrow, the 29th of July, noon Pacific time. So grab it now to get your hands on its awesome bundle exclusives, like the Wrath of Khan Cadet uniform. Now, we've already went over this in this video. And for me personally, some of you captains already know that I only got the ships. I was not interested in the actual extras, or the fluff I call them, that they're offering with this bundle. Didn't really move the needle for me. Definitely got them for the ships. Or I actually just got the ships themselves is all I did, because that's what I was more interested in. So I'm going to link this also to the description below and or at the end card, so that caps you can know our two ECs, but we already dropped them in this video here. So there is that if you want to know, but I guess TLDR, it's going to be up to you if it's worth it for you or not. Some caps do love the Wrath of Khan uniform, the other stuff that it comes with. I just don't personally. So there you go. And finally, yes, we're going to go over this. Now again, in fairness, as I said earlier in the beginning of this video, this was on the STO Discord, but this was the only thing announced in the STO Discord. But let's take a look. Obviously, this is going to be the thumbnail. This is a wicked looking wallpaper or what we're gonna use as a thumbnail. It really looks good. I love how they have this Maxi Lexi there and another ship. I think it would have been good if there was like a fleet there, but whatever, it looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. So here we go. The Reflections of Empire event returns on PC tomorrow. Earn the Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault Platform as a mouthful, as well as progress for the 2025 event campaign. So this is the next event that will give us the progression in our 2025 event campaign. But again, that is such a wicked, I'm not gonna lie, that is like one of probably the best wallpapers, pictures, thumbnails I've seen in Stowe in a long time. So let's go over the blog here. Oh, look at that. Didn't even notice that. So Tilly with her hair up, Tilly with her hair down, Tilly with her hair up, Tilly with her hair down. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stopped. But I don't know which one I like. Actually, you know what? I think I like with the hair up. So anyways, we'll go on here. So Reflections of Empire. So on PC, earn the Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault Platform. That's a lot. I love the two words. Don't get me wrong. Phaser Torpedo. Caps, you know how much I love meeting my torpedoes up, as well as progress again to the 2025 event campaign. So this was posted by Counselor Suna. So power is potential. It is capability that the Federation declines to exercise. The power it has does not diminish it. Those same structures look very different in a dark mirror. In that image, the mighty Terran Empire looms large, projecting its power as a deadly shadow throughout the quadrant. We must ensure that shadow does not escape the mirror, curb the ambitions of Empire, or probably of the Empire, and keep our universe in the light of reason. So the Reflections of the Empire event will include multiple TFOs in the featured event that will allow players to choose their favorite way of stopping the Terran Empire each day, while earning daily progress toward a new grand prize reward of raid the Terran Empire's orbital space fortress, repel the Empire in space combat, or assault Terra Ignore in this featured event. So participating in this event will progress you in our 7th event campaign. 7th? Oh, that's right. 7th. Yes. 7th event. I thought it meant 7th, like TFO this year. No. Jeez, I read that wrong. My apologies. And give all players the opportunity to earn Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault Platform, and it is a universal console for space and their entire accounts. Keep reading for details on these items, how you can participate in the event, and what additional prizes may be earned. So the TFOs that we can do, we have 2 on ground, so the Operation Wolf, one of my favorite, and Forge and Fire, which in fairness is okay, but if I had to pick between the two, Operation Wolf. For space, we have Counterpoint and Jupiter Uranus. I don't mind either, to be honest with you. I feel like Jupiter Uranus is quick when you have a group of captains that closes those portals that spawn. All you got to do is close either 14 or 15. So when they spawn, close them right away. You're going to be able to close them regardless when you're being fired on, if I'm not mistaken, in Jupiter Uranus. So again, all you got to do is close 14 or 15. That's it. Now, Counterpoint, it's timed. It's pretty easy. Again, all these TFOs, space or ground, will be on normal. So it's going to just be easy peasy. Can be a little bit of a slog if you're in a pug group that doesn't know what they're doing. But again, for me personally, I think what we'll do is for every day, we will actually go cycle through the TFOs for some variety. So there you go. I wish they would have had a new TFO, but it is what it is. So Coalition operative aboard Terra Ignore has planned to send the station back to the Mirror Universe, but they need our help to do it. Of course, that is for the Forge ground info there. The Jupiter Uranus Terran fleet is launching an attack. Counterpoint, we've been alerted to a Mirror Universe invasion of DS9 and Operation Wolf to dive into Admiral Alita's brutal version of instruction raiding the Terran Empire's orbital star fortress. So there's that. Now players will be able to earn their daily progress once every 20 hours by completing the TFO of their choosing. Either of the above TFOs may be played as much as you like each day, so pick and choose how you prefer to gain progress each day and mix it up as much or as little as you like. Now this is great for newer captains, especially if you're trying to build up your reputations. I remember these events over the years. I've been able to just amass bunch of marks, just a bunch of marks, just by doing this. So Great way to build your reputation for newer captains. If you're not a newer captain, well, this is also a great way to get marks, of course, and if you've got everything you want from their reputations, to just convert it into dill. So we'll carry on here. Reflection of the Empire event rewards are occurring a total of 14 days worth of daily progress will allow you to claim the grand prize of Reflections of Empire events. This reward includes all of the following. So the console, again, the Universal Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform. Once earned, every character on your account will be able to claim this, which is awesome. And of course, other characters will just have to go and revisit or visit the reclaim rewards. So there's that. You get the 3 standard featured TFO reward boxes, single character. Of course, each gives a choice of 1 specialization point or enhanced universal tech upgrade. And of course, a 25k dilithium, or which again is just 1 single character reward. So there is that. Now, note to the featured TFO boxes and dilithium ore are only rewarded once to the first character on your account that claimed the grand prize. So make sure when you've done the event, you're either on already the tune that you want to claim it, or you go to the tune that you want to claim this. So here you go. So the reward details Console Universal Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform. So completion of this event will grant you, of course, the Universal Console. Now, upon activation, you summon an Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform, which fires Agony Phaser torpedoes at nearby enemies. Dealing phaser damage upon impact, the torpedoes have a chance to disable a target for a few seconds. After a short duration, the platform overcharges and enters a 6-second self-destruct sequence. This self-destruction of the platform deals damage and repels nearby enemies. So here's the tooltip for it, which is great. Now, I love the passive. Look at this. Plus 15% mine and torpedo damage. Plus 15% phaser damage. Now, there are better consoles that give better passives, but that's not bad, especially for a newer captain who loves phasers, loves torpedoes. Well, this could be definitely for you. And for us, I already have a build in mind for when I get this. So go on here. So deploy Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform. So it creates an Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform for 40 seconds. So the Agony Phaser Torpedo Assault platform, 3,630.7 phaser damage, up to 5 nearby enemies, 20% chance to disable for 4 seconds. Once per 10 seconds, 69.8 phaser damage per second for 10 seconds, ignore shields, and after 30 seconds begins self-destruct sequence. And then after that sequence, so 14,308.2 kinetic damage, 100% shield penetration, up to 5 targets within 3 clicks. I wish they would actually just put it to 5, but it is what it is. So that it sounds like a fun console. Now, this actually reminds me of 2 past event rewards. Well, what is that? Well, what we'll do is actually go, well, you know what, we'll finish this. So bonus rewards, of course, after claiming the grand prize, you'll be able to keep earning dilithium. So after that, I encourage you, newer captains, to keep doing the event up until the end, because you get bonus dilithium, and it starts at 8,000 and then it just scales up every day you do it after that. There's a Zen buyout option. If you really can't do this event, then that option is there for you to buy out your progress. And of course, that will work, of course, towards also your 2025 event campaign, which of course is event campaign number 7. And there's all the info there, and of course the availability of this. So it begins July 29th, so it's tomorrow as the drop of this video, and it will run for 3 weeks before concluding. And of course on consoles, I do love this that they include this information here, because I do get asked that a lot. There you go, cap. My console caps August 26th, and it runs for 3 weeks there. So we're gonna go back to here. Now, I said there that this reminds me of 2 past event rewards. Well, what is that? So what that is we'll have to go to the Stowbridge. Now, the reason why we're on this specific character is this is my sort of Terran-themed character. And as you can see, rocking the legendary gal. So anyways, the 2 past rewards that it actually reminds me of is this. Don't mind the build, this is just an alt. Because one before was an Agony Phaser Torpedo. So you can already see what's cooking in my mind. And then of course this as well. the Prior's World Elite Defense Satellite, which they've just combined. And now we have a platform that spits out energy torpedoes. That I think is pretty cool if you ask me. Now, quickly going back to off the Stowe Bridge, I should say. Now, a little bit more information on that Agony Phaser Torpedo. We already had this, or we got this, or I got this from an event reward back day. I read this, I couldn't believe it. 2018. I think I've used this once, and that's about it. But this was an event reward. Of course, I already have it. Again, it just deals phaser damage. Now, the other console, which is this, the Prior's World Elite Defense Satellite. This was, where does it say here? Game description. Doesn't say here when it was acquired. It was a while ago. Oh, there you go, there you go. Doing part of Mud's Market. So this is, you can get this in the Mud's, but I got this as a reward. Like, oh, there you go, there you go. Task Force Operation Riposte in April 2019. So back-to-back years, Agony Phaser Torpedo first, and then this Elite Defense Satellite. So back to the Stowe Bridge, just wanted to read that quickly. And what I wanted to do is show off what it's probably going to look like. So we're going to go quickly to a patrol. This is just under normal. We're going to go quickly to a patrol here. Wanted Argala is always a good one. So I only have the one torpedo on this character loaded in the 4 weaponry and that console. That's all. So I just want you Caps to see what it possibly will look like. So the satellite might look a little different, but we'll just go over here. A little torp spread going so you can see Caps how this looks like. So we're gonna fire that torp. So there you go. It's kind of like an orange. Now I'll also release that satellite right there. So you can see it tractors, and then it also fires Discovery Blue Phaser. So it might look like that, or might look completely different. But again, that torpedo spread, it looks pretty good. So I'm hoping that that console at least has like a torp spread 1. It is a good looking torpedo. I don't use it a lot because I do like the kinetic damage. But if you have an energy build and you really want to use torpedo, well, there you go. You have a chance to use the Agony. But again, now we have this console. So again, I'll just show it off one more time. We're gonna fire this bad boy. Again, that's dealing phaser damage, so it's alright. Again, I have already a build cooking in my head personally to what we're probably going to use it for. Probably a Terran theme build. On what ship? I'm not sure. It could actually be on this Galax. I do have this character all Terraned out, but for any of the builds, I already use it to my main character just because he has all the toys. So we're just gonna depart here. I just thought I'd show that off because again, you'll have that satellite be deployed and then have that satellite fire a bunch of, well, hopefully a bunch of Agony torpedoes. So I'm actually a little excited for that reward, and for newer captains it could be something as a placeholder till you build up your resources in game for your build. But that's going to be it for the video. Thought I would again go over that. So do us a huge favor, hit that like button to help this video, comment below, let us know your thoughts on what you think of this Agony torpedo console. And I'm probably gonna say it's gonna have the same look to it, the torpedo launching, so which is kind of a phaser look. But we're gonna have to wait and see. And of course, when we do get it, we will definitely do something with it here on the channel. Of course, if you're new, consider subscribing to the YouTube Bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.